I'm just gonna answer questions about med school or whatever. I'm comfy. If I fall asleep, oh well. I'll answer questions.
Fall asleep on some questions? Yes, I can answer it.
Oh gosh. I can never. There's 2 people. There's 4 people in here. You seem tired, bro. I'm not MX. I'm chilling. Oh God, sorry if that was loud for you guys. Can't read the messages. Hope you're good. Hey, 2 man, what are you up to? Took a quiz this morning, so I'm feeling pretty relaxed. Dang, I do look comfy, comfortable, comfy. Got you. What do you mean got me? I don't know, they said they got me. I think you meant, oh, got you, you don't look tired, just because I took my quiz this morning. I wonder if they think I'm frozen in time because I'm standing so still. It literally looks like a picture. Want to go in a master's program to help my application in med school. What do you think? I always tell people that go try and get master's MX that why you're going to get a master's is it going to help you in your career as a physician? Because if not, then med school adcoms are going to be like, why'd you get it? Like, was it just to raise your GPA? Like, you gotta have a purpose for going after things. Don't just do things because they're gonna look good. Also, you're gonna spend a lot of money getting your master's, more time. Like, is there, I don't know, just do you have a good reason for getting a master's? That's all I tell people. If you have a good reason for getting it, then that's fine. If you're doing it just so it looks good, then that's not that good. Serena's making bean soup right now, so I'm just waiting so I can eat. Do you have a reason, but I'm thinking of a program that will help in transferring my credits. And by all means, I can go for it. Go get the master's if you do have like a good reason to like learn whatever master's program you want to get into. Um, that's my only like thing with masters. Only get it if it's gonna help you. If you actually want to get it for a good reason and not just to look good. How's it going, Mod? Long time no see. Hi, Dot. Oh God. Joel, can I get a master's in fashion and textile design and be guaranteed admissions to med school? I think that would guarantee admission to med school for sure. It's a joke. Serena just gave me the death stare when she heard me say that.
I was like, you're the worst advice giver.
Oh, that is pretty bad advice. Hi, Siam. 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 I wish you guys could have seen her face. It was what's it called? Priceless. I kept wanting to say precious for some reason. I was like, no, it's not precious. It's priceless. Mm. What are you guys doing finals right now? I was gonna record, so I recorded a video like 2 days ago, and then I edited it, and then I didn't post it because I was like, I'm rambling and it was too much fluff. So is a postbac like a master program? Yeah, basically, postbac. I never did one, MX. But postbac, my understanding is so there's different kinds. So one is one where you, I don't know, like if you get a not like a degree, but like a certification that you did it. How's it going, Nico? Long time no see, man. I still see your posts. Hope you're traveling to cool places still. But postbacks are basically just to raise your GPA. Usually, postbacks are done by students with lower GPAs. And basically, you just take upper level science courses to raise your GPA. And some programs are structured, and some you can just do on your own just by taking upper level science courses. That's basically a postbac. Can I have some of the food y'all about to eat? Oh, it's gonna be so good, Joel, Nico. How do you get into a Bachelor of Science MD program? Different schools have different programs. You would just have to look at their requirements and see what they would ask, because I think those are relatively hard to get into. There's limited space, and usually you get into those straight out of high school, not necessarily once you're already in college. I applied to one that was called a BAMD, Bachelor of Arts, and then you get accepted into med school. Be uh, granted, you meet the minimum requirements, but I didn't get in. But that was in high school. Uh, and yeah. Oh yeah, no traveling right now because of Rona. Oh yeah. How could I forget? I'm sorry. Oh, I missed one of the messages. Oh no. Those programs help in transfer of those credits to med school. Not really. They just like kind of guarantee admission. MX. Um, I know some undergrads have that program that you can apply to after freshman year of college. Oh, interesting. I never, yeah, the only programs I knew are the ones that you apply from high school, but yeah, I'm sure there's different ones. I would just search around to see which schools offered programs like that. I wasn't aware that there were other ones, but that makes sense after freshman year. So could I apply to the BSMD regular pre-med and regular pre-med programs? Yeah, you can. And then you can just pick whichever one you get into. What do you guys think? I think I want to grow my facial hair out more, except right now it's manageable. It gets a little bit longer, and then it starts itching, and then I just shave it off. But I kind of want to grow a beard. I don't know though. How are your class? Yeah, all my classes are online right now. Nico. The weird thing is, so we have a clinical skills exam. I'm sure you do too. So instead of having us like examine a patient obviously like physically, we're gonna do a phone call interview as part of our final for that. So that's gonna be interesting. I'm kind of excited to see how that goes. Basically, because of all the telemedicine stuff going on, they want us to be able to do phone consults. So I'm actually kind of excited for that. It's formative, so they're not really gonna grade us, but that's what they replaced that clinical skills when. So I think it's gonna be really cool. I think it's gonna be fun to do a phone consult. Technically like it did. Oh, I just gotta here, send. All right, there we go. Sorry. All right, here we go. Yeah, we're doing telemedicine. Yeah, it's so cool, Nico. How low should my GPA be before me to start considering postbac. So it just depends what kind of school you want to get into, CM. Like if you're going for a top school, like obviously you're gonna have to do a postbac. If you just want to get into a med school, just apply to med schools that are within, I would say 25% on the upper and lower end of your GPA. I think that's fine. Or I would say 10 percentile. I don't know. Just make a decision on the amount of schools you want to apply based on your GPA. You can apply to some that are a little bit over and a little bit under. That's kind of how I framed when I applied to med school. I looked at the schools that had my GPA and MCAT scores and just up a little bit higher and a little bit lower. And then that's my best advice. There's not like a number that I can give you. It's really dependent on each school and their requirements. I was like, please open your mouth and bring it close to the camera. Wait, what? Oh, I see. Okay, you're talking about the telemedicine thing. I'm like, what the heck? How are you doing, Abdul? Abdul Kamrul, is med school harder online or is it the same? Since I see a lot of other med students don't even go. Honestly, for me, I didn't really go to class, so it's not that bad. I think the hardest thing was that I like to go to, yeah, I know Nico for the physical. I like to go to coffee shops and like cafes to study, and like now I can't do that, which has made it a little bit harder. But honestly, I've adapted fine. It hasn't really been that big of a deal for me. I don't know. I don't really feel any different, honestly. I don't know what other students are feeling. The students that like to go to class, so I'm sure they're not happy or less happy, or maybe they like it. I don't know. For me, I don't feel different. I kind of like it because I don't have that guilt of I didn't go to class, my professors didn't see me, so it's kind of better for me. I do have to say though that some of the Zoom sessions, I don't know if it's because professors are not used to it or whatever, but sometimes they just go so slow and I just can't handle that, so that kind of sucks. Uh, yeah, that's my experience so far. I kind of like it. It's not too bad. Um, but I do miss being able to go out to coffee shops or even studying at the library or studying with my friends. It's just it's just different. Um, let's see. Mute microphone. Oh wow, you can save highlights off live streams now, so I did not know that.
Ow.
Oh, oh.
Rock this spot.
Abdul, Nico. Let's see, what is this? Oh wow, they have filters on here. Dang, YouTube is stepping up their game. No, 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 no. Okay, that looks too fake. Let's see. YouTube's added filters onto their thing now. It's kind of nice. Sorry guys, messing with the filters. I like this one. Alright. This is a filter, doesn't look as artificial though. So yeah, what are you studying right now, Nico? What block are you in? What are you doing? Any other questions? You're so cute. Who's that?
Friend from Khan.
Do the guys still have to look like worms? Because I see that guy has a pretty short haircut in the back. No? I was in rotations. Oh shoot, they pulled you off rotations? What rotation were you in? Are they giving you a COVID course? Because I know that the third years that were supposed to start rotations, Nico, instead, because they pulled them out, they're giving them a COVID, basically a COVID course. So we switched to end of rotation electives. Yeah, I think that's what they're basically doing. They're making the students do elective rotation right now, so they're basically gonna miss out on that free time, I guess. But they're making them do some COVID course, I've heard. Just finished peds and was about to start neuro. Dang, what do you think about peds? How'd you like that rotation? It smells so good when you open the door. Holy cow.
I know.
It smells crazy.
Get in there.
Oh, so excited. We didn't have that actually. Wait, what? We're doing tele. Oh, you just finished peds virtual, I see. Aaron, do you think med schools care about pass fail grades? I think right now it depends. Everything depends, Abdul. So some schools care, some schools don't. Of course, on your prerequisite courses, schools are gonna want to see that A grade for those pre-med requirements. Pass fail, unless there is an option that you have, like you can only do pass fail, then that's something you should explain to medical schools whenever you do submit your application. But I don't think med schools are really gonna see it as an excuse to have a pass course versus a graded course, in my opinion. But it's just my opinion, so that's just what I would imagine, what I would do if I was an adcom, basically. You love peds. A lot of fun with the shelf was hard. Really interesting. Yeah, I can't wait for peds. Peds is high on my ranking of what I want to do. High. So if I have a master's degree in a total different course and I take the MCAT pass, but don't have any upper science level credits, will the med school committee want me to take those courses? As long as you take the pre-med requirements MX, they don't force you to take upper level science courses. If you did well on those courses and you score well on the MCAT, it should be fine. Everyone says Pete Shelf is one of the hardest. Interesting. I didn't know that. Why? Because it's IM for kids. Oof. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I can see that. I don't know. Peds is kind of what I want to do, honestly. Might be get a 3.0 in general coverage. So that's basically a B. One question, Abdul, is that B going to increase your GPA or lower it? If it will lower it, I would definitely do pass. If it will raise your GPA, I would do graded or whatever. But at a B, maybe a pass would be good. It's just really dependent on your GPA currently and what is it going to raise or lower your GPA. Yes, they definitely want those pre-med. You cannot apply to med school without those pre-med courses, MX. You can't apply. So, yes, you need them. So, like day one, birth to 18 to 21 years old. Yeah, I can see why that can be hard. I don't know. Still pretty cool. I guess that kind of gives you a range of. Yeah, I would just do pass. Just do pass. I would just do pass because it'll keep your GPA at a 4.0, and then med school is gonna be like, oh, this was the COVID time, so he had to take a pass course, and just don't worry about it. That would be what I would do, honestly. Did you do for the rotation, Nico? Did you do a lot of inpatient peds and then outpatient, like basically a mixture of both? And which one did you like better? And what inpatient peds did you like the most, I guess? You're welcome, Abdul. That's what I would do if I was in your shoes. Basically, because you already have a 4.0, you've already demonstrated you're smart enough to get A's and you're doing well, so I wouldn't take a B where you could just do a pass and not change your GPA and then keep that 4.0. That's what I would do. Oh, you're so pretty, girl. I did 2 weeks inpatient, 1 week nursery, and 1 week specialty. What did you like the most? She ran away when I came out yelling.
Oreo?
No, Biddy. I don't know. She's not under the couch.
I want Oreo.
She's out hunting birds.
I guess.
I don't know. Nursery sounds interesting. Did you like nursery? Is that basically like just basically newborns? Maybe inpatient was a lot of fun. So I decided to not major in human biology science since every applicant majors in biology. Yeah, seriously, so many applicants are biology majors. If I could go back, I would not be a biology major, but too late. Too late. Oh well. Oh wait, I did 1 week PZD. You like PZD the most? Interesting. Oh. It was like 1 day olds. Oh, it was fun. The babies were cute, to be honest. Yeah, I think nursery would be a really cool place to be. I don't know why. What do you major in if you go back? If I could go back, Abdul, I would major in computer science. Whoa, don't fall, phone. Yeah, I would do computer science. I would have done my prereqs, computer science, maybe business. Probably not, because that sounds boring to me. So, but maybe. Yeah, either computer science or business, and then done my pre-med prereqs, and then good enough. That's what I would have done. I can't think of another major I would have done on computer science or business. Did I ever talk about anything else? No. Computer science or business. Is it true that biology major prepares you for med school? It kind of does, honestly. Um, of course, not everything, but it does help a lot just to have a basic understanding of biology, cells, anatomy and physiology, genetics. I would say there is an advantage, but I don't think it would be too hard to catch up in med school if you had to take the pre-med requirements a little bit. Come here. Kitty. She came to me. What do you think of neuroscience major? It does. Ow, 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 Oreo. Ow! Is it true? It does, even though students didn't do bio just fine. Yeah, at least in my experience. Same, Nico. What do you think of neuroscience major? Is the cat in med school?
She's too old.
Oh no, Oreo is in culinary school. She's a cook. She's cute. Here, there. You're uncomfortable. Just leave with me. I don't trust cats. I used to not, and now I love kitties. They're so good.
Some cats are mean.
Yeah, some cats are really mean. So I used to work in a veterinary clinic. I'm sure a lot of you guys know. And I didn't like cats because honestly, we were always trying to poke them and do surgery and stuff. So of course they weren't gonna be happy. But whenever you have a pet kitty, they're just so sweet. And they just purr and sit on you. It's kind of cute. Neuroscience, I don't have a lot of experience with neuroscience, so I don't know. Um, I don't know what the whole major is like. I just don't know enough about it to say if it's good or not. I'm sure it'd help for neuroblock. Um, that's all I got. Oh yes. No, where you going?
Stand right there.
Kind of gotta see the screen. Ugh. No, Oreo's a cookie. Ugh. I was in too weird of a position. It's not my fault. I'm sorry, Oreo. I'm so sorry. Hey, and if you do Doctors Without Borders, how long do you think you'd want to do it? Um, So Doctors Without Borders is a big dream of mine. I want to do it someday. I think so. They have contracts. I think some are 3 months, and some are 6 months. I think I would take like I don't know, a 3 or 6 month contract. Just I don't. I think that's what I would do. Uh, yeah, I think maybe I would start with a 3 month, just to see what it's like, and um, then after that, I guess you could decide on what to do after that, right? So I think a 3 month contract would be a good starter. And if I like it, then I could do another 6 month, another point in my career. I think it just depends on what they need at the time and the contracts available, like how long they expect to need help for. So yeah. Come here, baby. Come here. This is Biddy. She doesn't like me as much, but I force her to hang out with me. I want to make more videos, but as YouTube, at a YouTube. Yeah, I know. Me too. I'm at the same, Nico. I am at a big YouTube blog. I don't know what to share. I actually, I do. So I have changed my routine recently, so I'm gonna actually do a like my quarantine routine basically. But I only changed it this week, so it's still a work in progress before I actually share it. But I have been so productive in the mornings. Holy crap! Um, I'm just super excited how I've been doing this week because I was kind of the whole quarantine thing was actually it was kind of burning me out. One, CVPR sucks, and two, like the whole quarantine staying home doing the same thing every day for weeks kind of sucked. So I knew I had to change something, and it actually worked really well this week. And I think I'm gonna test it for maybe another week, and then I'm going to make that video because I have just been destroying my mornings. I've been doing so good. Holy cow! So many things just came through. So many other interests, but I feel like it doesn't fit with the. Yeah, I know that's a problem, Nico. So I tried sharing some stuff that wasn't medicine and didn't perform as well, and some did weirdly. So I don't know. Hi, hi, Chuddy's Meals. Chuddy's Meals. Hey, bro, does taking multiple science in one semester actually help for medical school? Um, I wouldn't say it helps, Brian. Um, I don't think it helps. I think as long as you do good in all, if you're taking like a full course load and you can get A's and all, then that's good enough. You don't have to take multiple sciences over and over or like in the same semester. I also think you should definitely pace yourself so you get those you get A's in those courses. So when you apply to med school, you just have a better chance. I don't think it would help. Like course load, I don't really think it makes that much of a difference. Med school is just on another level, so I don't think it'll really you don't know what you it does not prepare you for when you start medical school because it's just completely different. The whole amount of material, the pace, and the context are so much different. Like money, travel. I think those are all fine, Nico. Like that's what sometimes I tell myself this on my channel. I'm like, it's my channel. I can upload whatever the heck I want, and then a video doesn't perform well, and I feel like crap. But I didn't start this channel like for it was mostly for something I always wanted to do and just share my journey. So sometimes I'm like, screw it, and sometimes I'm like, no, it's not what YouTube likes. I know it's hard. YouTube's weird, man. I totally get it. Yeah, exactly, Nico. That's literally what I tell myself sometimes, and then sometimes I'm like, no, I want to do it YouTube, but I'm like, no, not about YouTube. It's about what I want to share and what I want to tell people. So, it's weird because that one video that went crazy on my channel, I actually didn't go crazy until like 3 months after posting it. So I have no idea how YouTube works. I don't know why all my videos have very low views compared to that one video, and why other channels just get massive amounts of views. It's just weird. So I don't know. Uh, I wish I would get more views, obviously, but it's fine if I don't. Like, I'm still sharing. Like, I never started this with the intention of getting a crazy amount of like views or subscribers. It was mostly just to share my story, and I actually just wanted to help people that didn't have the perfect scores. Honestly, understand that they could get in just because of my story. So that's the reason. And oh man, I get so much hate, guys. Oh my gosh, people are so mean. Let me tell you guys, some of the comments I get, I'm like, wow, it's impressive how mean some people are. Well, it's all right. I try not to let that bother me too much. Yeah, the algorithm is just so weird. It's weird. I don't know why. Sometimes it likes it, and sometimes it likes somebody else, and somebody else it doesn't. You know. Oh yeah, there's some crazy hate. Sometimes I block it, and then I can just hide the user from the channel, and I usually do that now since my channel's still too small. I don't get like crazy amounts of stuff, so it's actually pretty easy. Nicolas, hi. A carrot. Oh, top. Oh. Oh. That's good though. It's so hot though.
Just came out of the.
Well, I thought you blew on it for me.
What? There's coronavirus. Can't blow on it.
Mm. Nicolas, how are you? Yep, doing well, staying safe, chilling, relaxing,
Eating carrots.
eating really hot carrots because Serena doesn't blow on them for me. Wrapping up my personal statement today and everything else for a. Ooh, nice, man. I hope my personal statement edits helped you and let me know what happened. Yeah, what's up? Ask me about the MCAT. That's so annoying. Just gotta ignore them. Yeah, that's what I do, Nico. Sometimes I respond to them and sometimes I don't, so it's all right. So Nicholas, he's gonna do. Oh shoot, sorry, no. Hey, you wanna come up here again? Ugh. Here, I'll leave more space for you this time. All right, Aaron, would you mind sharing some advice on how to write personal statement for us applying to med school in the near future? Ah, she's so cute. Stay right there. Yeah. So personal statement edits, I think. So the biggest themes I saw. So I edited personal statements for pre-meds over my summer break or whatever, spring break, or my spring break. And the best personal statements that I read are students that had um, a lot of clinical experience, honestly. I felt like those were the students that really understood what being a physician was. And by sharing your experiences, what you felt, like how you responded to certain situations, it really well, I got cat hair on my nose. The students that shared their experiences and their feelings and just like what was going on in the moment, they seem to have a really good grasp of what being a physician is. And on top of that, it not only shows that you want to be a that you like science and like you want to help people, like it shows it without actually explicitly saying it. And I think those were the best personal statements. The students that had a lot of clinical experience, like by sharing their experiences, it automatically shows that you're interested in being a physician, um, that you like science and that you like helping people without actually saying in those words. And those words were some of the worst ones. So a lot of students talk about how they like science and like helping people, but pretty much everybody that goes into medicine does that. But how are you different from the next applicant? And I also like the students that shared their own personal stories with the medical system. If they had crazy stories of either bad care or good care, those were really good stories as well. Um, yeah, those were my biggest tips. Uh, those are my biggest advice for the personal statement based on what I read. Um, and if you don't, I that's just the experience I have. Honestly, I don't know if that kind of helped. Um, Let me see the message. I don't know if that helps, Stephanie. Uh, any other question? That's just kind of what I found. Did you find Psych Soc way easier? Oh, easier, way easier, Nicholas. Psych Soc, I basically did Kaplan flashcards, and my score went up from the first to second time, and that's all I did. Um, so yeah, yeah, Dang, Oreo's looking so good back there. You're perfect. You're doing so good. Do you get refunds after the coronavirus? What do you mean refunds, Boxer? Is there anything else specifically, Stephanie, like on your um I also like the students that didn't have like a cookie cutter pre-med career. Like I think a lot of students are scared to like sell themselves, say talk about the barriers they encountered, like going to school and the things they faced as a just as an undergrad or before undergrad, the things that their parents had to sacrifice for them or they had to sacrifice. Like those are really important parts of who you are as a person. Um, who you are as a person are is the kind of physician doctor you're gonna be, not the kind of med student. You you're not applying to med school to get to be a medical student. You're applying to medical school to be a doctor. And I think this is where a lot of students miss the mark. Like you're not trying to be a med student. You're trying to be a doctor. Just think about that for a little bit, and then just how that translates into your personal statement. I guess is some of the advice I have. It's not being about medicine, it's about being a doctor. That's that's yeah, just think about that. Yes. And I think a lot of students don't understand that portion of it. Do you have a particular specialty in mind? I'm a second med going to third. I always know I want to be a surgeon. Chris, I am actually interested. So I am interested in peds, actually. So I would like to either do peds, critical care, heme onc, or anesthesiology. Weirdly, anesthesiology has really been pulling me in lately, and I never thought I would be into anesthesia, but I am. So those are like the three that are top priority right now. Um, I just want to work with kids. It's kind of the patient population I want to work with. Um, I too at one point thought I wanted to do surgery. I don't know. I'm just gonna wait until I do my third year rotations and see what I really enjoy. Not only what I enjoy, what am I good at? Like that's really important to make a decision. What are you good at? And so I can't really like say for sure right now, but peds is number one. I do like family medicine a lot. Um, and then like those internal medicine like hospitalists, critical care doctors, I really like that too. So it's kind of hard to say right now. I don't know, Boxer. So I did get the stimulus check for $1,200 because I was working before med school and I met the requirements. And then I also got another like $800 from the CARES Act like 2 days ago, which is actually really cool. So I am getting money, but it's not like the school isn't refunding me. Like med school's still going. Um, so yeah, the med school isn't giving me back money. It's just like part of the stimulus whole thing. So that's what's going on. Dang, Oreo is the best prop. She's being so good. Oreo and I match. Look, black shirt. She's got all her black fur and her white face and my white face. We match. She's a therapy cat. She is. Oreo and I match. I got a black shirt and I got a white face and she's got a white face. We're made for each other. Everybody's complimenting her instead of me. The soup done? Hey, hey, is the soup done?
Oh, no. Beans are still not soft.
Mm. How old is Oreo?
Like 15.
She's 15 years old. Can you believe that? All this, 15 years old and still super cute.
She's probably older, but I keep saying 15.
Yeah, she's been saying she's 15 for the last 5 years, so.
Probably like 20.
Between 15 and 20 years.
She's so old.
She's so cute. Looks good for 15. My cat is 13 and looks like an old lady. Do you think you'd ever sign off on someone to use weird animals as therapy on pet? Not sure how that works. No, you have to re-register, but I do know doctors sign off on that. Depends the animal. I'm not gonna sign off like an ostrich, but I'll sign off a dog and a cat. I've heard like people use ponies as therapy animals. I think that's pushing it a little bit. I heard a lady try to take a peacock onto an airplane, and I think they kicked her off. But I think that's like there's better therapy animals. Like I get it, they're your pet, but yeah, that's just I don't know. Depends on the person, I guess. Depends what I'm treating them for. Yes, that peacock. Yeah, I think it's a little bit ridiculous, but I think I just have to be the patient's doctor and see why, what and why. What you got against ostriches? I don't got anything against ostriches. I'm just saying they're too big to be a therapy animal. Like you're not gonna take an ostrich on a plane. Like I don't know. They're just too big. It's all right, Nicolas. That's literally why I do the last room to answer questions. 3 months full time, I think it is enough. Trying to think. 57. 157, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the full MCAT thing on Khan Academy is 157 hours. So basically, if you did that full time for a month, you would get through all the Khan Academy, right? That's 1 month. But that's assuming you do 40 hours every single week. Like, are you actually going to work? Are you actually going to sit and study 8 hours of MCAT every single day? So I think 3 months is really good. Um, I would go ahead and go to, um, uh, yeah, I don't think I could do 8 hours every day for a full month. Honestly, that's why I'm bringing it up. Um, I think 3 months is like could be good. Uh, I think 3 months is good, depending on how you did on your pre-med prerequisites, Nicolas, how long it's been and how confident you are. Um, a lot of students, I'm trying to think. When I was talking to MCAT bros, I think they literally said it takes about I can't remember. On my MCAT video, Nicolas, I say at some point how many hours it takes for a 1 point increase on the MCAT based on his experience running the MCAT company. So I don't remember off the top of my head. You should message MCAT Bros and ask them, but they are really good. Um, and yeah, it depends your starting point. Can you work hard for 3 months? Uh, that's why a lot of students do part time for like 6 months, right? They can do 4 hours a day and not brain overload, make sure they're actually retaining it, get good practice in, and make sure they score really well. I'm not saying it's not doable, I'm just saying I think 3 months full time, yes, you can. If you're focused, determined, dedicated, etc., etc. Actually, yeah, I do think you could do it. I just think it is going to be very difficult. Kaplan books. Yeah. And then what's like so part of the review? Yeah, and that's one of the easier ones to get through, right? The biology book is literally 3 times as big as any of the other books. So that is huge. Do the next step diagnostic for psych, soc, and got a 120. That's really good. So 125 across all sections is 500. 129 is really freaking good. So if you could keep that up across all sections. But I don't think the next step diagnostic is the best indicator of how you do. The double AMC tests are your best indicator of how you'll do on the actual MCAT. But that's still really good. Aaron, has anyone stormed the New Mexico mountains to protest the lockdown? We have had some protests, haven't we? I think we have had protests. I haven't heard too much about them. But yeah, I'm sure we have. I'm saving the double AMC for last. So, Nicolas, actually, one thing I do remember from my MCAT thing is the double AMC offers a $20 booklet. $20, man. You've already spent like 160 on the Kaplan. $20 for a really good MCAT booklet. Go spend $20 on that double AMC booklet. It's like one of the number one things students should get, and nobody knows about it. I didn't know about it, and you should just go get it and look at it. It's literally $20, and it's like just get it. It'll help you. Trust me. I don't know if it's the official guide or what it is, but it's literally $20 on the double AMC. And yes, like get that. I think it is. I don't know what it is. I think that's what it is. The official guidebook. I think that sounds right, but don't quote me. I know it's $20. Just go on double AMC and look for it. I can't look for it right now because I'm on my phone, but look for it. Yeah, thanks Stephanie for hanging out, for your questions, and we'll see you in the next one. Flashcards for MDs who were low key actually really good. I never did them, Nico. Like I said, I didn't know about a lot of these things, so that's why now that I'm learning about them, I'm sharing them with you guys because I wish I would have used these things when I was preparing because I didn't even know about them. Zanib, how are you doing? Flashcards, yeah, I never did those flashcards, but like on, yeah, I can see I'm doing good. Some of the same concepts came up from mine. Yeah, I bet. On the real exam, exactly, like the double AMC materials are your number one resource. I haven't been to a live stream in a while. I know you haven't. Yeah, I think you're talking about the guidebook. I did the psych social questions in there and scored 128. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but that is your best bet for the MCAT, honestly. The double AMC resources are the best indicator of how you're doing. I don't know what like other study resources, but their tests and section banks are your best bet. Do you use Jack Weston? Nope, I never heard of Jack Weston. How did you use school change while in quarantine? Basically, everything's online, Zanib. I wasn't going to school anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. Nothing really. Like for me, not that big of a change. Just sucks not being able to go to coffee shops and. I'll see you, Nico. Yeah, get that exercise in. We'll see you later, man. The cat is cute. Oh, this is Oreo. Are your finals online now? Yeah, they're trying. So they haven't really given us too much information on the final. So normally for CBPR, we take an NBME, but that's on the school computers. I think they're trying to find a way to proctor it online, and I think they're trying to figure out how to like activate cameras, like the cameras on our computers and stuff. So there's not a lot of details right now, but I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen with that, honestly. I think they're still working out the details for that. My final isn't until the 29th, so we still got a while to go. You're welcome, Nicolas. Thank you, man. so hungry. Are you hungry? Oh, you hungry? I'm kind of glad that was past fail because I did pretty bad this semester. My first semester review was in the. Yeah, exactly, Zaneeb. That's good. What would you do if not medicine? Thanks, Serena. Serena, what would I do? Huh? I would not join the military. Um, what do you think I would do if I hadn't done medicine? I don't know. Maybe like
You're probably a vet. Does that count?
no, that's still medicine.
Dang.
Serena's saying I'd be a vet, but that's still medicine. Um, foot model? Ugh, no, definitely not. What would I do?
I feel like your dad would probably convince you to do something.
Be a builder, construction worker. Be a construction worker, a farmer, some sort of man. No, I wouldn't be a nurse. No, no PA school, no pharmacy. Yeah, farmer sounds like probably the best bet. Farmer, construction, animal caretaker. Yeah, I probably just farmer, honestly. Holy cow, Aaliyah. My Anki, I am killing it. I am killing it. I can't even explain to you, Aaliyah. I am excited to share with you guys my next video on Anki, but holy crap. It's honestly changed my whole just how I perform in medical school, everything I remember, it's ridiculous. It's actually ridiculous. Um yeah, it's completely changed it. Oh yeah, I can't even tell you how much better I am now using it. Like I just can't explain. I'm gonna try my best in a video coming up, but holy crap. Horse riding instructor. Yeah, I could do that. Teacher. Maybe a teacher. I don't think I'll be a teacher because honestly, I have very low tolerance for um students not wanting to learn. Like if they show up to school, they should be prepared and ready to learn. And when students are not, it drives me crazy. Like when I was in high school, it pissed me off so much. It still pisses me off. Like just I don't know. Yeah, I don't think I have the patience to be a teacher. Honestly, like I have the patience to be a teacher if the students are genuinely trying. Like if they're genuinely struggling and trying to learn, like I'm completely all for helping them. But if they just are there and not participating, just don't want to be there, like don't go. I don't think you should be there. Um, yeah, that's just my feelings. I have very little patience for horsing around, I guess. For so I just because I don't want to use stronger words. You would say I don't have a physical number, Aaliyah, because those are all internal rankings, but I am consistently above the class average on my quizzes and my tests ever since I started using Anki. So like this whole year has been just game changing for me using Anki. Um, yeah, it's been ridiculous. It's just been nuts. I just feel so confident. Like I have never been really quite a good standardized test taker, and I just feel so confident going into tests now. Like I have seen this at one point or another. It's in there. Like I can answer these questions. I can work through them. I just feel so confident. I don't know if it's the confidence level that's changed or the material that I'm getting through. I don't know. Anki is a computer program, Angela. It's a computer program basically designed on space repetition. So, space repetition basically seeing something over and over, and um, you learn it. It has an algorithm based on how you answer it every single time, and just by seeing something over and over, it's just the whole idea of spaced repetition. It's super effective on learning and maintaining it in your brain without brain dumping after you cram, like for a test or something. And I use pre-made decks, so people make decks for all the medical school stuff. And yeah, it's just been working so good for me. Anki takes so much upfront effort though. I tried it for a few days, but made like 20 flashcards per page. Yeah, that's why I don't make my own cards, Chris. I rarely make my own cards. I only have the download pre-made decks for med school. There's some pre-made decks for the MCAT. Actually, Nicolas, are you still here, Nicolas? Go if you guys are studying for the MCAT, go on Reddit, and look for the Mile Down or something MCAT. He has an Anki deck based on the Kaplan cards, and I've heard it's really good. I never used it, but I love Anki, so just the space repetition is nuts. It helps you like crazy. Say man, so I started Anki, I was 0.3 points away from a scholarship for top people and perfect score in pharmacology. Never would have imagined myself in my life reaching that. I know, seriously. It's ridiculous. I'm just like a lot of people are so, how can I say this? Like people hate studying. I actually like to study because I'm like, holy crap, I know these answers. I'm gonna remember them on the test. I'm gonna get another A on this quiz. I'm gonna get an A on the final. Like I am just it just boosts you. Like it keeps you up there. It keeps me up there. It gives me a nice little high, honestly. I love the summer. Oh, me too. Do you know the way? Do you think psychology is a good pre-med major? Um, I only took psychology 101. I do think that a lot of schools are see psychology majors as slightly easier than other hard science majors. But if you get A's in every single pre-med requirement prerequisite, I think you'll be a strong applicant regardless of your major. And if you get a good MCAT score, then it's fine. That's the only like caveat. But I do think like that one has it's like a softer science. People would call it. So, but if you do well in your prereqs and the MCAT and you get a good GPA, I don't see anything wrong with it. That's the only caveat. You should be sponsored by Anki. Your enthusiasm for it is infectious. Oh, that's great to hear, man. It has just completely changed the way I can do stuff. The way I do med school, and I've been doing really well ever since doing it, and I love it because of it. What did your girlfriend study? I think she was a psychology major. Serena, I think she was a psychology. She double majored. I'm not. What were your majors? Biology and psychology. So did you double major in psychology?
Two Bachelor of Sciences.
Yeah. So she was a biology, degree, and she double majored in psychology as well. What do you think of the psych degree?
I just did it for fun. Too easy.
She just did it for fun and because it was too easy. That's what she says about it. If I have a GPA 3.44 and CGPA 3.5, should I do masters? No, just study hard for the MCAT, Manar. You are in a really good spot. Just do really well on the MCAT, and you have a really good chance. If you do well on the MCAT and you have good ECs, I don't think you need to do a post-bac, Manar. I think those are fine. Zanib, Chris, I thought that too. Wow, is Sarita in medical school?
Heck no.
She says, heck no.
Computer stuff.
She's doing computer stuff. Top secret, I can't tell you.
Actually a secret.
That's all. She doesn't want me to share too much info about her life. She's not as public as I am. They say I should be a spokesperson for Anki because I'm so enthusiastic about it. She agrees. I literally talk about Anki to her all the time too, so.
Yeah.
I believe in Anki. How has Corona affected your studies? I can't go to coffee shops and Panera. That's all. I never went to class, so it really didn't affect me. I just can't go to coffee shops at Panera and that sucks. But honestly, it hasn't really changed my life too much. I would literally go home and Panera or a coffee shop and come back, and I want to go to class. So that's all. How many medical schools should one apply to? I think just be. Um, no, I think that's way too many schools to apply to. Computer stuff, white or black hat. Haha. Seriously, they say 69 schools. No, I think Minar, you should apply to the schools that are within your MCAT. Like if you buy the MSAR, um, you should look at your GPA in comparison to the matriculants at that school, like for the previous year, their MCAT score, their GPA, the extracurriculars, etc. And then apply based on those metrics. That's how I applied. I ended up applying to 14 the second time around. I submitted 6 secondaries. I got 2 interview invites. I got waitlisted at both, and I got in at my state school. Woo! Ankim Panera should sponsor. You should. Guys, y'all should email Panera and be like, yo, you should sponsor this med student. He loves you guys, talks to you guys, talks about you guys all the time. Uh, what are you guys' resolutions for this quarantine? For me, Zanib, I have become a crazy productive morning studier. That's one thing I'm working on. I'm working on getting a good morning routine. I've actually been working on my health a lot, so I've started tracking my meals, and tried to do more exercise. So I'm just working on myself, like physically. I'm trying to be a better student, like just more efficient, so I don't waste time. But I am just trying to be. I do overstudy. I'm not gonna lie. I overstudy a lot of my, so we do like these weekly Zoom meetings, and people are, it sounds like a lot of people are actually struggling to study right now. I'm not really, and I am pushing ahead actually, like on a week by week basis. um and sometimes honestly it's not healthy, but I feel so good when I take tests. So mm, it's still a little bit hard, but it's still so good.
I
Here,
know.
take these, bro. They're both clean.
You can eat some.
They're so good. Those are my. What are your resolutions for quarantine, Serena? You have any?
Not quarantined. So it doesn't affect me.
She's essential, so doesn't affect her apparently. Doing 200 push-ups every day. Holy crap!
I say everyone should learn a language while they're sitting there, though.
Serena says everybody should learn a new language right now while you're just sitting there doing nothing, being bums. Most of these students are actually taking classes though for
Oh,
school.
that's true. Well,
Yeah.
if they don't have anything to do, because that's what I would be doing.
She says if you don't have anything to do, her advice is to learn a new language right now during
Right.
quarantine. It's a perfect opportunity. If one's GPA is below the median for a school, is it worth applying there? I think it is worth it, Manar, if it's not way too far low, right? So I actually was telling a student earlier, I was telling them 25%, 10%, like under their matriculant. Just make a decision on how close, how, just make an educated decision, honestly. Like, if you're like like a whole half point of a GPA below, like obviously don't apply there. But if you're like within point 0.25, point 0.2, point 0.10, just make a decision on this on your cutoff and apply. Whoa, sorry guys. I don't know why I got interrupted. Sorry. So yeah, I don't know if you got that. Um Manar, about the GPA thing. Let me know if you saw that. If not to brag, but I do cook pretty good. Let's see. How's your advanced exam? The whole thing? Yeah. So it's online multiple choice right now. Our quizzes, Aaliyah. For the final, they haven't really finalized what they're gonna make us do. I don't know if they're gonna make us. I don't know what's gonna happen for that. I think they're still hashing it out. Trying to learn French. Ooh, and ASL. That's a good one. French and ASL. I did French in high school, Angela. Angela. So I did 3 years of French. I feel like it's very similar to Spanish, so I picked it up pretty quickly. But I do want to work on a new language soon. I also want to get my license. Oof, yeah. Your license is important. Weird. My camera is just so much closer now. I don't really like it. All right, guys, it's been over an hour actually. I am gonna take off. I'm gonna go eat. Thank you all for hanging out with me. I didn't think somebody would show up and ask so many awesome questions. If you could share my channel with your friends, I would really appreciate it. Of course, like the video, watch my other videos, comment, share my other videos. Just help me out, guys. Thank you all so much. See you guys in the next one. Bye.